Hello, Dan and Deanna here. Did you want to say something? You just miming.
Hi world, hi internet. This is Dan's YouTube channel, but we just feel called to do a card reading for the Spiritual Collective. I think we're feeling really pumped up from Dan's new laptop. I think that we've had a lot of spiritual support lately that has lifted our self-esteem a lot. And we just really want to share ourselves, which is what we've always wanted to be doing. Sagittarius and Gemini, we love talking, we love communicating, we love sharing our life and giving and expressing. So we feel called to do a card reading.
You know what I'm hearing in my head right now?
What?
The Paul and Morgan.
The Paul and Morgan show.
But
The
that's
Paul and Morgan. The
The
Paul and Morgan
You
show.
can check it out on YouTube. But basically,
Check out Paul and Morgan. If you don't know who Paul and Morgan are, you're sleeping on Paul and Morgan.
The reason I bring that up, they literally made a whole career sharing their Christian faith, and they're just being
We
themselves.
love Paul and Morgan. I want to meet Paul and Morgan.
But the whole point is, like, it is so valuable to share yourself. They've made a whole career off of it, but like, share God any way you can. And we had a lot of fun just filming
Because
the video
God will breathe into any opening possible, and we have not been letting God breathe through us.
Well, I have.
From not nearly as much as God has been wanting to pour through us for such a long time. We've been like, but we finally are at a place where we have received the spiritual support and the healing, and God's command is share thyself.
All right. So with that said, we're doing a reading from Starseed Oracle, and I've already shuffled it, and the whole point is, hopefully to share a message. We, ask God what His message is for you, the collective, right now. If you're drawn to watching this, there's a message for you in this video. So that's our ultimate purpose, is to serve your path with God.
And if you don't know this, perhaps like you're brand new to the spiritual journey, oracle cards, tarot cards, if you learn how to use them properly, they can really help you with spiritual work really powerfully.
Well, I've talked about this in other YouTube videos, how God wants to talk to you all the time, and you can use any medium. Like, I could be flipping a page open from a book. It's about just trusting that you have a one-on-one connection with God, and if you ask to talk to Him, He talks back. And so in this instance, we're asking God to communicate to us through these cards, but you can communicate to God any way that resonates with you. You can do Bible flips. You can
any book flip.
But if you're Christian, maybe you do Bible flips or whatever resonates with you. So little preface on how to talk to God. And so we have asked God to inspire this reading. And without further ado, the first card is, I knew this was, I always knew. Did you know too?
Shooketh.
Oh, see, I knew. I was like, there's going to be a card about community. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community.
Yeah, and so...
You don't put no of us, it's not for my face.
Oops. Yeah, we're all the one child of God. We're all connected. And if you're going through something, on some level, everyone else is too, even if it's not immediately obvious. But so we feel that the best way that we can connect with others is through sharing ourselves.
Yeah, so separation doesn't actually exist, and this, when you actually understand what that means, don't put it on this. When you actually understand what that means, it's so healing, because you can connect with anyone or anybody within, because we literally are all, like Deanna said, one child of God within, and all you have to do is raise your vibration. Know that you're not alone, and that if you Yeah, and the best way to heal is to share yourself. So the only way you isolation is an illusion. You create that by hiding. You create that by withdrawing, by not sharing, by not shining your light. But obviously,
And that's what the devil wants. That's what ego wants. That's what Satan wants, is for you to be really small, for you to not share, for you to feel left out, for you to feel like a burden, for you to feel unwanted. That's all the work of Satan.
because the truth is obviously you relate to God first, and you don't make other people your source, and you know that you're always wanted with God. You're always loved by God. You're always seen by God. When you make Him your source, He will inspire you to shine your light, and it's in shining your light that you will attract your perfect people, your soul tribe, your community.
And just for example, we wouldn't know about Paul and Morgan if they didn't share their YouTube videos.
That's very true. Yep.
We found their YouTube channel years and years ago. I found it and I shared them with Dan. And I'm like, this couple is awesome. I love them. They're so cute. They're so high vibe. I love everything they're doing with their YouTube channel. It's like hashtag goals.
Mhm.
But we wouldn't be aware of them if they didn't share. And
That's
so
exactly right.
I think everyone should be sharing.
Well, if you're experiencing isolation, it is because you're hiding. To be honest, you're not choosing to shine your light, because God will always bring you out into the world. God created you to be a gift onto the world. So you connect to Him first, and you get to know yourself, and you just do what you love. It's very simple. You shine your light, you increase your own joy, and that joy, just being who you are and sharing that, will, I promise you, attract all the wonderful things you desire, including your perfect community into your life.
Well, you receive energetic support. You receive more energetic support when more people are aware of what's going on in your life, which is one of the benefits of fame and being a celebrity. While being famous may come with its challenges, you also receive a lot of energetic support because more people are aware of what's going on. And even if they never talk to you, when someone thinks about you, they're helping you heal. But um, if you're not sharing, then no one just really knows what's going on with you, and that's not helpful to anybody.
Right. And so of course, it's about sharing through the open doors that God gives you. When you connect to Him, He will provide the opportunities and the inspiration and the resources with which to share, because you might not know how or where to share, but when you give that to God, and He will inspire you. He will tell you where to go and who to connect with and who to be with.
It's crazy to me. We're so aligned because I was recently thinking about Paul and Morgan, but I didn't even tell you. That's so, and we're
Interesting.
so aligned.
I just heard the jingle when I
Dan
pulled
and
that
I are
card.
so aligned. It's ridiculous. Like we are so aligned.
Well, that's the beauty of doing the healing work, is when you
I was
heal.
thinking about them very recently, like wishing I could meet up with them, wishing I could talk to them. And I just can't believe you just started singing. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Well, when you do your healing work, you also heal the separation with your twin flame, and you become more and more in alignment with your one true love. So, um, this is actually what, Twin Flames Universe. They focus on healing that illusion, so that you can live a rich life of love and connection, which is what we all desire.
And here's the thing, when it's your life purpose to do something, you can't care where you're starting from, and you can't care what it looks like, and you can't care about other people's judgments or perceptions.
Yeah, you just
You
got to
just
be you.
can't care.
Next card.
Yeah. Unless you have
Perfect.
more to say.
No, I mean, obviously, I could talk about community forever. Yeah, connect with God, connect with love, share yourself. You will attract community. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, I was reading a little deeper than I even thought I was going to go. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. You got the love. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is about kind of going back to what I was saying. It's about not making other people your source. Codependency is you are my source. I need you to be happy. I need you to be fulfilled. Without you, I won't be. That is not how God created you. God is the creator. That means he's your source of everything. And you never can lose that connection. So when this card says you got the love, it means you you got the love. Like all the love.
What it means is that there's no one more important than you to you.
Mhm.
And what it means is that what you're going through is so important that you have to just share. You have to share. And when you share, like if you're a musician putting out music, if you're a writer putting out articles, blogs, books, if you're an actor being in movies, if you're
Right.
wanting to be on YouTube and you're a speaker making YouTube videos, because when you share in the way you're designed for, no matter where you're starting, no matter where you are, no matter what it looks like, no matter what you're afraid of happening, it actually creates an energetic boundary because you're putting out your unique energy, and that will actually create more of an energetic boundary around you. Sorry, boundary around you.
Well, yeah, the boundary aspect of this is very important because you got the love is understanding. When you understand other people aren't your source, it's okay to only align with those things that support you, and to set boundaries to things that don't. It could be situations, behaviors, people, anything. You have to take care of you. You got the love,
And
so you
only
need to.
you know what God is asking of you.
Right.
Only you know what God is communicating to you. And if other people disagree, you might have to protect yourself because God's speaking and you're very clear about what God is saying.
Yeah, and so when you're not codependent on others, you're free. You're free to shine your light and to be in the truth. And so this card is just inviting you to know that you have a direct line to God, and that wherever you are, you can share. But there's never a reason you can't share who you are, because there's never a place that you're not with God, and God wants you to share yourself. Absolutely. Um, Beautiful. Anything else with that one?
Um,
I would also say,
well,
yeah,
I actually have something quite deep to share, but I don't know if you want me to go there.
I mean,
I don't know if it's
where does
okay.
God want you to go?
It's in regards to Church of Union. I think that everyone's just trying to protect themselves. And that's maybe why things aren't as cohesive.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I disagree. I think we just
Well,
discussed how
these
boundaries
cards,
are,
this is what I'm saying. Everyone's trying to set their own boundaries.
and that's okay.
And that's
healthy.
where everyone is right now because everyone's trying to protect their own good. And
Well,
that's okay.
that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's
Because
okay.
other people aren't your source. So it's always safe to have boundaries, because you're not cutting someone off from God by having boundaries, because they have God. You're not their God. So boundaries are always safe to have, and it's always safe to protect your peace, protect your joy, because that is your greatest gold and your greatest gift. It's your job and your responsibility to maintain your joy and happiness. And so that's how you can share.
Even if someone else doesn't agree that what you're doing is bringing you joy and happiness, it's not up to them. It's between you and God.
Mm-hmm. Yep, your path of joy, obviously, as long as your joy isn't, hurting somebody. Like, God would never call you to do that, but you know God does call you to be radically you, and you don't have to worry if it ruffles other people's feathers that you're being you. You are ultimately responsible to God and yourself, and to love. If you're being faithful to love, and that's where it says you got the love, you want to always be clear on that. And that's why for me, I always make sure to be honest, watch Twin Flame Ascension school classes regularly. It keeps me in tune with love. I can feel very confident that my actions are coming from a place of love, and I can move very confidently and share very confidently from that space, knowing that when you share from love, you're only benefiting the planet.
Yeah. And so in these first two cards, what I really feel is that even though everyone wants to come closer, and that's what's ultimately happening, all children of God are coming closer and closer every single day. It's the will of God. It's what's meant to happen is a close. Everyone's coming closer. At the same time, everyone also needs very certain boundaries based on what's going on with them at any given time. If someone has a lot of trauma, if they're autistic, if they're having a really dark moment in time, a really heavy moment in time, if they're everyone has to set their own boundaries based on their comfort level and trauma and feelings and how they were designed.
Mhm.
And so there's both aspects
Yeah,
going
you
on.
have to walk your own path with God, and as long as you know that God is with you wherever you are, no matter how you feel, like if you feel abandoned, or if you feel whatever, or you're not, God is with you. You got the love. So, um, next card,
Final card.
final card, cracked open. We were just talking about this. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life.
If you're wondering why my face is like this, why my face
Oh
and
yeah, I
my
forgot.
mouth is
You
like
probably need some
I probably
Tylenol.
look like miserable is because I just got one of my teeth completely extracted this week. I've never had a tooth extracted before. It was it's extremely excruciatingly painful and uncomfortable. Okay,
I'll show you. There it
that
is.
tooth is gone.
Yep, it sure is. Yeah, we can all see. We can all see. There we go.
Super painful. So that's why my face looks the way it does. I just want to put that out there. I'm not having a stroke. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. Continue.
So yeah, so that's one way Jan being cracked open right now. It is true. Anything that's difficult in your life, rock bottom, and we just shared a video about this. Rock bottom. The purpose of a rock bottom is to crack you open. We were cracked open. We've been cracked open by our, many rock bottoms maybe, but our biggest one was about 6 years ago. And it's true. It your rock bottoms are. It's basically saying if you're going through any challenge, this is obviously referring to like whoa challenges, but any challenge can crack you open. You just need to surrender in those spaces because God's always loving you. And so even through the hard things, even through I didn't ask for this, I didn't want this, blah blah blah. No, that's God loving you. And take whatever opportunity you're going through, whatever situation, whatever challenge, and talk to God about it and commune with God. Um, Go deeper in your spiritual practice. Like I said, when I'm going through a challenge, uh, like we had a really big challenge a few years ago, dove into watching Twin Flame Ascension school classes. And my experience of watching classes was 1,000 times richer during a challenge because you understand God. God speaks in a really potent way at those times. So I just invite you to invite God into whatever challenge you're going through because there is a treasure chest of gold at the end of it, but you have to partner with God to do the healing work and to walk the path through it to that other side. Do you want to say anything else or Does that?
No, I think we should pull one fourth card though.
You feel a fourth card?
Yeah.
And the fourth card is Starkeeper. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded.
So I like that it says cosmic ancestor. So one thing I've been meditating on a lot lately, thinking about a lot lately, is how in this day and age you have to learn to talk to aliens. You have to learn to talk to angels. You have to learn to talk to ascended masters. You have to be in tune with the non-physical realm and other beings who are guiding you. But seeding the light by staying grounded, meaning as mundane as your life might seem, when you're talking to angels, when you're talking to those who have even crossed over, if you can connect with dead people, for instance, if you're talking to fairies, elementals, talking to animals, they're all gonna guide you on what's next in life. And so you are abundantly and deeply supported at all times. And even like you do seed the light by staying grounded, meaning Dan and I have just been doing what you would call normal like muggle jobs for years, but it's been God's work. We've been light workers for damn sure.
Yeah, so
It's all been extremely powerful, potent, meaningful, divinely directed.
God is a very grounded energy, and so like
He's grounded. God is down to earth.
The caveat I would say is you don't. I mean, you can talk to ascended master, all these things. Really, you just need God. And if any beings that resonate with love, you want to make sure any beings you relate to are loving, guiding you in the way of love. But ultimately, this card is saying you will know your path is with God when you see the fruits in your life. It's a very grounded thing. Honestly, like your finances should thrive more and more. Your happiness should increase. Your joy should increase. Your love, your partnership, your purpose, your passion. It's a very, very grounded thing, living with God, which was a huge healing for me in my life. I used to be extremely woo woo. There's nothing wrong with the woo woo, but actually, God is in. I love my cat.
Bring
I love
him,
my
bring him
house.
over here.
No, he's.
We'll make a
not me.
separate video with him.
I love my life. I find God in loving my customers and loving my wife and loving my home and loving my friends, like in sharing my joy. Like God is an extremely grounded energy that improves your very real reality. God's invested. You should have the mindset that your life with God will always improve. And when you're with God, you want to always bring more love and more light to every corner of your life where you can. So, wow. So, kind of a lot of themes here. I think the overall theme is about just coming into yourself, loving yourself, and sharing your light, and that will ultimately bring you all the good that you desire. Anything else you want to say?
No. I guess just I think it's just time for more people to introduce themselves to oracle and tarot cards. I think yeah, when used properly, it can really expedite your spiritual work. It's a really powerful thing. You do have to do it in a grounded way though.
But with anything, yeah, you want to make sure you're in tune with God so that you channel Him through anything that you do, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Anything else you want to say? thank you for watching. I hope we kind of covered a lot. I hope this, maybe just a piece, whatever resonates with you and helps you along your spiritual path. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.